Kyle, and welcome to Kyle Reviews several freaking hunts. Today, it's the official start of October and all the spooky stuff. And here at wonderful Canobie Park, which was founded in 1902 by the Hudson, Pelham, and Salem Railway, which was a trolley company that actually operated in the area that brought people here for a lovely day of picnicking and recreation. And today it is a major amusement park. I am a volunteer at the Seashore Trolley Museum, also a volunteer at Grandview Manor in Lebanon, Maine. So these reviews will come from the perspective of a scare actor. So I've been there and I've done that. So I'll be reviewing several different haunts that I feel that would be very interesting. This week is actually Canobie Lake Park's Green Fest, which is a little haunted thing that Canobie Lake Park does every October, and September into October. And they've been doing it for quite some time. To this year, they added a couple of new haunts, such as Cargo and the Breach, I believe. It's relatively new to me. But I know there was a hotel one and there's a clown one. Of course, it's always clowns. It is a trope by now. So, let's see how well they fare up with the scares, the theming, and all that good stuff. Unfortunately, I will not be doing videos inside the haunt themselves because technically you're not supposed to do that, and I don't have a media pass. I am not going to pay for something like that. I'm not that big, so I'm not even big at all. I'm small. I'm small as rats. So I'll be giving you some interesting tidbits and some thoughts and processes about the scares and how they were executed and the effectiveness of said scares. Like I said, I've been doing Grandview Manor for about 4 seasons now, and this year I decided I'm going to be skipping Grandview Manor and doing haunts on my own. Next year I'll be back to scare acting, so like 1 year on, 1 year on, that sort of deal. So stay tuned, and a little bit later, I'll be reviewing 2 houses at once. And then later on in the night, we'll see how the outside haunts stack up to the inside ones. We have 2 indoor haunts. It's a hotel one and the fun house. And several outside, most of them are outside. It rains, so I'm kind of scared I'm going to get wet. So, without further ado, we'll see you once the rope drop at the haunted houses. So it's almost time for the first scare to happen. So we have Pink Crest and in the fun house, and we have a clown here.
Hey, it's a piggy!
With a little pig.
So excited! What the heck?
So how it works is you go to one house and then you go into the other. So kind of like how Nightmare in New England did their haunts when the pandemic started happening. So you went to one house and then you went to another, and that's how it kind of works.
Lights came on.
So now the lights are on, that means that
Lights came on.
lights on, game on. Exactly. I'm going to be looking at these haunts and scare scenes, kind of seeing, well, is it good, is it bad, how it works. And that's how it works. So I have a 5-star rating, and I'll rate these based on theming, scares, atmosphere, and acting. How well do the actors act and scare you? Now the problem with a lot of these bigger haunts is mostly the scare actors will either hit 3 places: front, middle, or back. Most of the people will scare you right in the middle, and that's how it normally works. What I would do is, in Grandview Manor, I was in a funeral parlor, and I'll actually sneak behind people and scare them from behind, and that's how I did it. And most of my lines were improvised. So we'll see if I'll probably try to see if I get through these haunts multiple times to see if they alternate lines or improvise on the spot, which is just how this pretty much works. So since it is two attractions and one, I'm going to be reviewing both of them at the same time. So Pinecrest Asylum and the Fun House. I'm just going to call it the Fun House. Filming, I'm going to give a 4 out of 5 stars. The filming is pretty darn good. I'm sorry the videos do not look good. I have an older iPhone, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. But it does give you a glance of how these things kind of work, you know. So filming is pretty on point. Scares, I'm going to have to give a 3. There were some scares that did get me, but unfortunately, because I was sort of joining other people as this one big line, chances are the scares are not going to be as effective as individual groups as some haunts would do. If it were individual groups, the scare actor could probably do a little bit better at scaring the people. But unfortunately, since it's one big line, chances are either A, the scare is going to get spoiled for you, or B, the scare you're going to miss the scare, which is unfortunate. So most of the scares were either animatronic based with air cannons, obviously. Some people are hiding behind corners and some hiding holes. There are hiding holes, in fact. There were a couple things that I did enjoy about both of these. Especially the gruesome operation scene, that was very interesting. There was a couple actors in there that did get me a little bit. Inside the fun house, there was an area, a strobe light with black and white, you probably saw that, and an actor just jumped out of a little hiding spot that makes the camouflage at the wall. So that was actually pretty good. Unfortunately, so the care department is free. Atmosphere is pretty much poor. I do wish that they would add some sense into the haunted house. Grandview has been doing that for a while. So, for example, where the clown area is inside the haunted house, he would actually have a scent machine that would make it smell like cotton candy, and the more it smells like rotting dead corpses, kind of. Well, a toned down version of rotting dead corpses. Obviously, you don't want actual rotting dead corpses, because then people would probably get sick and you won't have a pleasant time. Yeah. So overall, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. Excuse me. So not bad, but not especially great either. It is one of the longer of a haunt of the year. That took about 7 minutes-ish to see the video when it comes out. But yeah, it wasn't too bad. So that was 2 haunts down, and there's only 3 more to go. So once the sun goes down and the haunts go on, it's gonna get a little bit spooky in this house. Okay, so now they just officially opened the queue for the breach and the facility to something. Possibly first we walk into a spooky looking church facade.
Alright, you want to keep walking then?
Now we have a creepier, older looking church right down there. So it should be opening sometime soon. Good. They said it will open around sundown. Of course, we have some lovely looking individuals down here. So we'll be, hopefully, it'll be good. But this is mostly a either cannibal themed and undead themed, obviously. a fan of zombie-themed haunts because they are not, zombies just don't do it for me, honestly. I love myself a good zombie movie, bloody, gory, heads going flying everywhere, so on and so forth. But zombie games, kind of, sort of. I played Dying Light 2, it was alright. Left 4 Dead, still my favorite, of course. Of course, we got a guy with a big old cinder block right there. Probably gonna crush some heads in. Of course, we got Untamed right behind me. So, it's pretty close to Untamed. The line doesn't look too bad right now. Yeah, the crappy quality. I don't have a good iPhone or anything like that. Let's just say the breach followed by the facility, they were mid, to say the least. It was alright. There were a couple of good scares. Beaming would be 3. Unfortunately, it was not as well themed as Penhurst and actual Funhouse. Scares, I'll give a 3. There were a couple of good ones that actually got me. Otherwise, it was just the lack of beaming really the hitting point there. I don't think the theming was all that great. Unfortunately, atmosphere was 3, honestly. Gary, you would really, I'm just gonna give it a 3. It was really mid. I was hoping to enjoy it a little bit more than I thought. Unfortunately, I just didn't find much that was really effective. There's one scare I couldn't even see them because it was too foggy. So, one scare did get me. I knew it coming, but they got me. So, now on to the final house is Cargo. Time for the last spot here. Got a creepy looking fisherman here.
I wanted to get a picture of that one. He went from
So Cargo is their newest haunt this year. It's themed obviously to something that happens wrong on the ship. Either it's some sort of alien parasite, I assume, or some eldritch horror from the sea. Think Cthulhu. Yeah. They did get me good on this one. I think this was probably, as far as scares go, this one's probably the best one out of all the haunted houses here. Now, I am actually considering going to Fright Kingdom tonight as well. I just gotta figure a couple things out, and then we'll see how that goes. But theming-wise, for an area that was, I was actually surprised of how well they were how much they were managed to pack in that small area that used to be a drinking water slide. Beaming, I'm gonna give a 4. It was actually pretty good. There were a couple of effects I did like. There were some really good effects there, such as making it look like there's a boat wrecked in the water. The cruise ship itself, the cargo ship itself was very creepy, very foreboding. Scares, I'm going to give a 4 because I did get scared a couple times. I was very genuinely surprised of how they got me. Someone being a dick. Yeah. We got a creepy looking druid lady right there. I don't know what she is. She's something. Overall, I thought Cargo was pretty good. I think it is the best haunt here out of all the haunts that were at Greenfest at Canobie Park. I did not spend extra money for the express pass. So I normally try to avoid freight passes if it can be helped. Unfortunately, that doesn't count. Unfortunately. So, Greenfest, I'm going to give overall a 3 out of 5. Unfortunately, most of their houses are not that good. Only 1 out of their 5 haunted houses actually were really good and really got me good. It is unfortunate, and it's really, I don't think there's really much they can do other than get rid of the no scare necklaces, because that can really potentially ruin things. Why would you go to a haunted event expecting not to get scared? That's just really absurd. But that's just my opinion, not theirs. So, thank you all for joining me here for Screenfest at Canobie Park. So, overall, 4 out of 5, not bad. So, thank you. And till next time.